Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Funko Pop figure version of Barney the Dinosaur, to which I'm gonna be honest, given to when I actually first got him for sure, I thought this was a joke at first, hands down. I pretty much, I originally had no interest in it at first because I don't know how it'll fare up with my other Funko Pop figures for sure, and plus, I kind of outgrew him after I did confess that I actually used to pretty much watch him as a kid. But no, I guess pretty much of anything, this is in fact real for sure, and well, I guess despite a few issues that I actually did have with it, I say it definitely turned out okay for sure. Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, sure, I do have pretty much some multiple issues I have with it nowadays, pretty much for sure, yeah, or just have a few issues with the Funko Pop figure as a whole, but at the end of the day, I do think it does provide some good stuff that I do think Funko did a pretty nice job on it for sure. And for a while, I can't necessarily say it's by all means great. I do think it's actually done pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, not necessarily my thing nowadays for sure, but that doesn't make it bad all the way. So yeah, but either way, I guess it is safe to say that I did pretty much fared up quite well and been a really good sport talking about pretty much that's a Funko Pop figure for sure. And for a while, I probably won't revisit pretty much the entirety of Barney again for sure. Well, okay, I think maybe like one or two little things pretty much for sure, which I would definitely need Calorically or Nine's help on that. I say I did fare up pretty well on my own, pretty much talking about that one for sure, and yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I guess it is well worth adding to all of my other Funko Pop figures that I actually got, so yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below, so yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead, I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need, I'll be here by the time you come back for sure, so yeah, I'll just be here sitting in my chair right until you come back for sure. Though I guess if anything, if I did end up having some magical powers like Barney actually did, I'm pretty sure you would pretty much go through the previous episode pretty much in like 2 seconds for sure. By the way, was he ever very clear on how he got his magical powers in the show? That just raises so many questions, hands down. And yeah, I think give it to what I'm actually seeing by far, you know, I think that does kind of raise another bit of a question that I have in my mind. If Funko actually did make a pretty much a pop figure version of Barney, does that technically mean that they might also make some Funko pop figure versions of the Teletubbies next? Boy, I guess me asking questions is really making me feel concerned right now, but yeah, give it to what I've actually said. Like I said, it just raises so many questions. And I think give it to the one I just asked. Maybe I think it's best if I don't know for sure, but although I think I might have given Funko some ideas hands down, so if that's the case, well, I guess I might have already answered that. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, it looks like since after what we've been through with the previous episode for sure, I think it's time that we venture out to another Funko Pop that we actually got for sure. And don't worry about a thing, it's not another thing from my childhood for sure, to which that probably won't happen until pretty much sometime later, so we'll just have to wait and see. No, looks like we're delving back into, of course, pretty much a little something from Marvel that we actually got in terms of a new Funko Pop that we actually got, so yeah, and in case you're wondering, here it is, So yeah, what I actually got right here is, of course, pretty much this nice Funko Pop figure version of course, Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, aka now as Captain America, from, of course, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier in his flying position for sure, So yeah, again, this is actually one Funko Pop figure that I actually got as a Christmas present some time ago for sure, and yeah, I guess seeing how I do have it in my hands, I think it makes sense to finally talk about this one for sure. So yeah, we've really got a lot going through with, of course, this one. So yeah, let's get right to this one. Alrighty then, well, now that we got the introduction out of the way, we can now get ourselves in to talk about this one for sure. Now I guess pretty much of anything, if you actually have seen my past videos for sure, you would definitely know in my thoughts videos, hands down, is that, well, given to, of course, the theme to, of course, this Funko Pop figure for sure, I actually did talk about one of the Marvel TV shows that actually came around on Disney Plus a long time ago for sure, which is, of course, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and yeah. And I do stand by my point and why I actually had to say it. I really enjoyed that said series for sure. I really do think they really did a bang-up job with, of course, what it has to offer in giving us a little something that still intertwines with the MCU for sure. And yeah, and for the fact that it's been exactly 5 years since after the show first came around for sure. God, I think it's hard to believe that it's been around for 5 years. Holy crap! So yeah, I do think it is definitely pretty much one of many Marvel TV shows that we got within the MCU that really actually are quite nice for sure. So yeah. And it is quite fitting that I've actually mentioned that for sure, seeing how currently as we speak, we're going to be giving 2 films in the MCU that'll be coming up later this year, which is, of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and the one I'm anticipating for the most, Avengers Doomsday. So So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. And, well, probably by the time this episode goes live, but for sure, they've already dropped another teaser, hands down, for sure, to which I'm really looking forward to all that, for sure. They're really building it up, hands down, so I can't wait to see how it's going to go, for sure, so yeah, but I guess until then, I think it makes sense to actually talk about this one, for sure, to which, yeah, like I said, I actually did get this as a, as a really nice Christmas present that I got some time ago, for sure, and I'm actually in for a really great treat, for sure, so yeah. And it does kind of make sense when you think about it, because, well, I did talk about one pretty much Funko Pop figure version of one character from the Falcon the Winter Soldier, for sure, and that being the Zone 73 version of Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, for sure, so yeah. So I guess pretty much of anything, I guess it's in need of a follow-up anyway, so I think we might as well do exactly that, so yeah, with that being said, now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and dive right into, of course, this one. Alrighty then, well, now that we finally got that done, I think we can now go ahead and get ourselves in to talk about this one for sure. And yeah, from my first impressions from the box alone, it actually does look really great, hands down, for sure. I really do dig on what they've actually gone for with, of course, the box for sure. And yeah, from the looks of it, it actually does look really impressive from the way I actually see it for sure. Really keeping up with, of course, the themes and ideas of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as a whole for sure. And I really do think it's actually quite nice. And even the figure inside pretty much for sure, I really do think it's actually really quite incredible for sure. And oh yeah, one other thing I forgot to mention, hands down, you see this sticker right here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. So yeah, this one right here. You see it? Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, this is actually pretty much one of those special edition Funko Pops that we actually got for sure. So yeah, I guess we're in for a real great treat with, of course, this one. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, everything from the front of the box from what I can gather actually is quite nice. And again, going alongside part of the side, hands down, I really do think that's the one thing I do love about Funko Pop figures. Pretty much back then, even nowadays, for sure, they really are giving you such a great treat on what we're going to be in for, hands down, before opening up. And even going alongside the other side, and even the top is pretty much quite nice. And even the back as well, featuring all the other characters in Funko Pop figure versions that you can actually get. I really do think are actually very nicely done for sure. Just this whole great variety that they actually put into, of course, getting all of them for sure. I really do think it's actually quite nice. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, give it to what I've actually said. I actually really do think it is actually really incredible, pretty much from what I'm seeing based on my first impressions alone from the box for sure. But I guess we can't actually leave it at that for sure. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and take a closer look at it. Alright, and alright, I can do this, come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, and okay, yeah. Alright, it looks like we finally got this Funko Pop out of its packaging, and my god, this looks absolutely incredible for sure. Yeah, literally from what I can gather all the way, I really do think this one actually looks actually very impressive for sure. And yeah, I guess you can tell from the head, this is indeed another one of those Funko Pop figure bobbleheads all the way to which, yeah, honestly, to me, I do think it's actually very creative. I mean, I do like Funko Pop figures on their own for sure, but every once in a while, I think it feels great to actually have a nice little bobblehead pop up for sure, and I really do think it's actually quite nice. So So yeah, and speaking about the head for sure, I really do think it is actually quite incredible the way they actually did for sure. Yeah, I really do think they really did a bang-up job with, of course, pretty much what they did with the head for sure. The way it's actually shaped out to the nice bit of detail. And plus, I really do love the nice sun goggles pretty much adding for sure. That is actually really incredible for sure. Yeah, I really do think they did a bang-up job with, of course, that one for sure. And really does pretty much keeping up with, of course, on what it was presented in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier for sure, with of course Sam Wilson actually going from being the Falcon at first to then transitioning over to being Captain America. Pretty much is after taking the helms from, of course, Steve Rogers for sure. To which, yeah, let's face it, nothing could top Steve Rogers as Captain America for sure. Always has, always will for sure. So yeah. And of course, speaking of which, his outfit, I'm not gonna lie, is also actually done really great for sure. I really do think they really actually did a bang-up job with his outfit for sure. Again, pretty much the paintwork and the details they actually put into, of course, this one actually makes it actually very nicely done for sure. And I really do dig on what they actually did, of course, this one. So I guess with the whole outfit alone, going from pretty much the top coat for sure, all the way down to his boots for sure, is actually quite nice. And oh yeah, even the gloves, I'm not gonna lie, are actually really nicely done for sure. And again, despite the fact that Sam Wilson is now Captain America for sure, yeah, I guess if anything, I really am glad that they incorporated Captain America's shield for sure to really actually sell the main deal, of course, of this one. And they actually did do a bang-up job. And at the same time, they actually want to keep pretty much one aspect of the Falcon alive for sure by adding his wings, to which, yeah, that too alone is also done really incredible, hands down. I really do love the way his wings are actually shaped out and painted out with all sorts of detailing everything to really make this pretty much great for sure. And I'm glad they actually did that, So yeah, and let's not forget to mention the base of this, I'm not gonna lie, that too alone is actually really quite nice for sure. And even the stem alongside the back from what I can gather, I really do think they really did a bang-up job on that, really actually making you feel like that Captain America himself is actually flying for sure, to which actually makes sense when you think about it. You give it to him nowadays for sure. If you look back, of course, some recent stuff that we got in the MCU for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, give it to everything that I've actually said for sure. I really do think they really did a bang-up job with, of course, this one for sure. And I'm impressed with, of course, what I'm actually seeing. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say about this Funko Pop that I actually got. So yeah, I guess overall, this Funko Pop figure version of pretty much Captain America Flying Edition from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I really do think is actually very nicely done for sure. I really do love, of course, what they actually did with, of course, this one for sure. And I really do think they did a bang-up job with, of course, this one for sure. I really do think they are really putting a lot of hard-working effort to really make this one work for sure. And at the end of the day, they really accomplished that quite well. So yeah, I'm impressed with, of course, how well this actually turned out for sure. And yeah, give it to all that. I say this is definitely a one Funko Pop that I really do love and admire for sure. So So yeah, I do think this is definitely well worth the recommendation on, of course, on my part, if you actually do plan on buying it for sure. So if you can find a good listing for, of course, this one, I say definitely give this one a purchase. You're really going to be in for such a real great treat with, of course, this one. And yeah, give it to all that. I say this is definitely well worth it at the end of the day. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. And yeah, give it to that thought alone. I think I might as well end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode. And by all means, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I would love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode of WTPU. And well, I think I've gotten like maybe one or two more Christmas gifts that I'm hoping to actually talk about for sure. To which, trust me, there's a lot of really good ones, I'm not gonna lie. So I can't wait to see what will go down for sure. So what do you think I'm gonna be talking about in the next episode, you may ask? Well, you're gonna have to wait and see to find out for sure. So yeah, but I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.